All right, fifth graders, I'm going to show you how to do long division the old-fashioned way. Please title your notes Division with Whole Numbers. If you've never learned this method, I'm guessing your parents probably have, so they could help you. I can help you in class. You could use your old methods from fourth grade. However, when we get to decimals, I really think you might need to learn this way, so you might want to stick with it. All right. Before we get to that, I want to show you a quick multiplication trick we have not gone over in class. It's called halves and doubles. Write this down. All right. On the side of your notes, do 12 times 28. You can pause it if you would like. I believe you should have gotten 336. Let me just check that to make sure. 336. All right. Sometimes my iPad and computer don't link up. That's why that's a little off. All right. Now do 24 times 14. Pause the video and do that. All right. I'm guessing you got 336. Should have gotten 336. All right. Now do 48 times 7. You should have gotten 336. And now do 6 times 56. Let's see if I did that right. You should have gotten 336. So what is going on here in this column over here? Look at, so these are called products. The answers to a multiplication is a product. These are factors, okay? 12 and 28 are factors of 36, so 336. What is going on from this problem to this problem? Notice how 12 got doubled and 28 got cut in half. Same product. Now notice how 24 got doubled and 14 got knocked in half. Same product. If you look at the last one, 6 times 56, look how 12 got divided by 2 and 28 got doubled, 336. The reason you do that is because 6 times 56, many of you could do in your head. The way I would do 6 times 56 in my head is I would do 6 times 50, which is 300, and then I would do 6 times 6, which is 36, and then I add them together in my head, 336. If I was doing 48 times 7 in my head, I do 40 times 7, which is 280, and 8 times 7, which is 56. Add them together, you get 336. Most people can do 2 by 1s in their head, and I know I have a hard time doing 2 by 2s in my head. So the idea behind this is if we have a 2 by 2 number, if we can have one of them and double the other, it makes it so we can do it in our head. So try this one, 15 times 18. Don't multiply it. Double one of them and have the other, and then do it in your head. Hopefully you doubled 15. Why do we not want to have 15? If you have 15, you get 7.5, and we don't want a decimal. So double 15, and you get 30. Have 18, and you get 9. I bet all of you can do that in your head. 3 times 9 is 27. Add a 0, 270. So isn't that easier? So that's called halves and doubles. Put a circle around all that, and we'll get into division. All right. This is the old-fashioned method. Maybe that's why these dead mice, not all these mice are dead. I don't know. But like I said, your parents can help you. This is going to go, I'm not going to lie, this is kind of a hard thing to teach without just doing a lot of practice. And once you get the rhythm of it, you'll get good at it. I'm going to do 4. But if you've never done this before and you want to learn how to do this, you probably want to ask a parent for help or myself in class. All right? So, quick definitions. This is the divisor and this is the dividend. Okay, and the answer will be the quotient. So 9246 divided by 2. So the first thing is dead mice smell bad. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. That's the acronym that you're going to use. Just remember dead mice smell bad, and that's kind of how you go. So we're going to divide, and we go left. What's kind of weird is we go left to right on this. All right, kind of like reading. So we do 9 divided by 2, which is 4. So we put a 4 up top over the 9. Then we multiply, dead mice multiply. We do 4 times 2, which is 8. Then we subtract 9 minus 8, which is 1. And then we bring down the next number. You can see it over here. You bring down the next number, which is a 2. And then we repeat. We divide again, but we divide from down here. So we do 12 divided by 2, which is 6. Then we multiply. 6 times 2 is 12. Then we subtract, and you get a 0. Then we bring down the next number. And we repeat. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and the 2 goes up top. Then you multiply the 2 times the 2, which is 4. Bring that down. Then we subtract, and then you bring down a 6. And then you divide one last time because we have one more spot, which is 3. Somebody asked me in class, is this right? Is this right? Well, the way you check any division problem is by multiplying. So 4,623 times 2 should equal 9,246, which it does. So that is correct. All right, let's do 835 divided by 7. Dead mice smell bad. All right. We start with the first number, which is 8. 8 divided by 7, which is a 1. Good question here. What if this number was like a 6? If this number was less than 7, you put a 0 here. Or nothing, but you just FYI. We will run into that. So we divide it. Now we multiply. 1 times 7 is 7. Now we subtract with 1, and you bring down the 3. Now we repeat. 13 divided by 7 is 1. 7 goes into 13 once. 7 times 1 is 7. And we subtract. 13 minus 7 is 6. And we bring down the 5. And then we have one more spot here. So we got to divide one more time. 7 goes into 65 9 times. The way I did that fast, always want to multiply by 10s in your head. 7 times 10 is 70. This is just less than 70, so that's got to be a 9. Okay? 9 times 7 is 63 with a remainder of 2. As I said, this method will be great when you get into decimals. This unit, you don't necessarily need it, but I would highly recommend you learn it. All right, we're going to do 2 more. 705 divided by 3. Which number is the dividend? Hope you said 705. Which number is the divisor? 3. And the answer is called the quotient. So we do 7 divided by 3, which is 2. Now we multiply. Dead mice. 2 times 3 is 6. Then we subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. And we bring down the next number, which is 0. Now we divide 10 divided by 3, which is 3. And then we multiply. 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract. 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring down the next number, which is 5. Last division. 15 divided by 3. That's perfect. 235. Once again, you would do 235 times 3, and that would equal 705 if you want to check your work, which is a great idea when you're doing quizzes and tests. You really want to check division problems. All right, last one I'm going to show you. 841 divided by 4. So what do we divide first? 8 divided by 4, which is 2. Dead mice smell bad. Multiply. 2 times 4, which is 8. Smell. Subtract. 0. Bring down. Bad. We get a 4. Now we divide again. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Dead mice. So multiply. 4 by 1 is 4. Smell. Subtract. And bring down the 1. 4 does not go into 1. When that's the situation, we're going to put a 0 up there. And then that is going to be your remainder. All right, last one. I changed this problem just for a reason. All right, now we're doing 341 divided by 4. So does 3 divided, can 3 go in? Sorry, can 4 go into 3? It cannot, so we got to put a 0 there. Some students will not put a 0 there, and they'll make mistakes. I call it a placeholder. Put a 0 there, just so we know that no number should go over that 3. When that happens, let's just go to 34. How many times does 4 go into 34? 8 times. So we put 8 over the 4. See, students will mess up and they'll put the 8 over the 3, and that's when they get confused. 8 times 4 is 32. Subtract, bring down. Oops, sorry, that should be a 1. 4 goes into 21 5 times. 5 times 4, multiply. Subtract. There's no number to bring down, so we're going remainder 1. If you want to know, write that as a fraction, you write 85 and 1/4. Why is it 1/4? The divisor goes on the bottom of the fraction. So 1 out of 4. So the answer would be 85 and 1/4. If you're checking this, you do 85 times 4. Let's do it. You get 20. 8 times 4 is 32. Add 2 is 34. Now notice, 340 and 341 are not the same thing. What should you do with the remainder? You add it. Is 1 plus 340 341? You are correct. All right, I'm giving you 3 problems. I want you to try these. If you need to ask a parent for help, you can. Just do 3 problems. You can use any method you want, except for just using a calculator. You got to show some sort of work. All right? And I'll help you more on this tomorrow. Have a great night.